welcome back. Today is Wednesday, August 6th, and this is episode 104 of Noob Tube, son, a weekly opinion podcast where Yuzo has been in a cutthroat competition with Noob Tubers for the top score in Geometry Wars 2.
Yeah, man, it took all night, but I finally beat Veritas and Captain Twig in all 6 game modes, man. It fucking rocks.
Dude, that is awesome. Congratulations. Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. It says here on Xbox.com, Veritas just beat you in pacifism.
Oh, fuck, dude, I gotta use your Xbox right now, man.
No, and he called you a bitch.
No, I gotta go.
Dude, you gotta stay here. We're recording a show, you fucker. Be patient.
But I'm losing. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll take him off my friends list. Then I'll be first again. Okay, hold on.
Dude, come on. Wait. One.
All right.
Yes, that's what I thought.
I will stay.
Oh, you drunken savage alcoholic. I'm Tobin and Yuzo.
And I'm Yuzo Watanabe. This week we are covering Space Siege, American McGee's Grimm. Fucking strong bads. Cool game for attractive people.
What? And
Geometry Wars 2! That's right! I gotta go!
Stay here! You can beat them later!
Come on!
New releases include Braid, Splatterhouse 2, and B-Boy. Fucking B-Boy, people.
Wow.
That is the state of gaming right now.
Mm-hmm. As always, we'll have our site news, community news, and culture sections. Let's get started with Space Siege with the good friends from Gas Powered Games.
Wait, hold on, let me get my robo-arm.
Alright.
Oh no, I'm only 70% human.
But machines can't drink wine.
Ooh, that's
so
a good
what's
point.
the point?
So I'm not upgrading any more parts of my body if I can't drink.
Not your tongue or your stomach. Definitely not there either.
No. Robo-dong!
Who knows? I mean, you can take care of things.
That's true. That's true.
There's
it
a
would
lot of
actually
benefits.
Perform even if you were drunk, which
that's
which is nice.
Correct. And you can get upgrades. that would work. You can go online. What were we talking about?
I don't know. Space Siege
demo. So this came out a week ago?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I don't know. So what is Space Siege? What's the lineage of Space Siege, right?
So they did Dungeon Siege 1 and 2.
Chris Taylor.
Yeah. And they Dungeon Siege games I really enjoyed. I actually
enjoyed a lot of them
beat
too,
I beat both of them.
Really? Both of them?
No, I beat the first one. I didn't beat the second one.
because the second one was pretty long, I remember.
Well, not only that, but the second one, it was glitchy, and there was 1 or 2 parts where it broke and it hadn't saved for an hour, and the second time that happened, game was over. Done.
Sucks.
Done.
But no, it was still good, though. I remember playing a while, and it was actually good. It was a kind of a Diablo clone. I mean, you can kind of tell where they get it. I think they were randomly generated dungeons.
I think so.
A lot of loot, all that kind of stuff.
But there was a fixed overworld map, and then there was I think that it was underneath. It was randomly generated.
But it wasn't dungeons. That was the big thing. Right? I was like, Dungeon Siege is it's just not dungeons, man. We also got forests.
Yeah. But you had a party, and you did the customization characters. The combat was fun. So anyway, the lineage of this is Dungeon Siege 1 and 2 were fun games, really good.
They were really good. And Space Siege are okay, we need to take it to a next level. We need to go future.
Yeah.
And
they kind of missed the next level.
They're
going up to the next level.
And it's too bad too, because I think if they just take kind of the old idea behind Dungeon Siege and just slap some new skins on it, it would have been fine.
That's true, actually.
Because it was a 3D engine. The big problems that I had with it when you were playing, you would have weird camera issues. You had to use use your mouse or use the keyboard to swing the camera around.
That's right.
But it was click to run. And so constantly I was going like this. It just didn't feel right. It didn't flow to me.
And I really thought that for 2008 the graphics just looked kind of jank. They were not really very nice looking. They kind of looked
generic.
It was just copy and paste.
Brush steel.
Yeah.
And actually the enemies were kind of just organic. Your standard stuff out of Prey, walking vaginas. Things. And,
I had to get the clit basher.
Dude, you found a clit basher?
Yeah, it was an attachment.
Did you get the Hymen blaster?
Yeah. Wow. That's right.
But no, I mean, right? It was kind of just standard organic creatures and monsters.
And there's also something about the kind of Dungeons and Dragons style fighting that lends itself more to these games where it's you can get up there with an axe and bash on people. You can cast spells.
But you didn't have that with this.
And this is just kind of pew 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 pew. And it's.
It didn't seem hard to me because I was walking. I see a bunch of enemies come after me, and then I just hold down the right button, and you just stand there and you shoot.
Yeah.
Now you can switch weapons and then break out your energy sword, obviously, because if you have guns, you're going to also carry an energy sword. Of some sort.
Yeah.
But then you do that, and the loot idea behind you just drop a bunch of shit on the ground, you hold down Z and just ratchets bolts basically. Yeah. It's just it wasn't fun.
It wasn't. I mean, the thing is there's there's elements of there, like in Diablo, a bunch of shit drop on the ground and you go through it and pick it up. So I mean, like you can do this right. They just didn't. Like the combat wasn't very fun. The whole kind of stupid idea of body upgrades was silly because obviously you have to take them.
But the whole thing is like, but you'll lose your humanity. So you have this little graph at the bottom of percentage of humanity remaining. I'm like, I'm sure it plays something to do with the end, the whole storyline. But they did that with Metroid. I think it did pretty well, right? Corruption, the corruption idea, and like all this other stuff where you get power, but you also suffer.
Sure.
We didn't see the suffering. Granted, it was a demo, but there's no suffering.
Yeah, but also not only that, they're like forcing you into. They're like, all these new things just became available. Make sure you upgrade your arm. It's just like, are you really making a choice if the game is just saying like, all right, now you have to get a bio arm? Like,
well, I'm thinking maybe something in the storyline gets affected. So like, you have a girlfriend in the game, all of a sudden they notice you have like 2 arms and metal. And it's like all that's left organic.
Then you have to date Eve from WALL-E.
It's just a little flapping thing. So, right? I mean, maybe they do it that way, but as far as the gameplay element, it wasn't there, so it's kind of sad.
Yeah, so it's a free demo if you guys want to check it out. We did not like it.
No.
It doesn't.
And it's too bad, too, because they figured out how to do a proper Diablo clone with Dungeon Siege.
Yeah, make Dungeon Siege 3.
Please.
Maybe, because this did not work.
Or Diablo 3, that would be nice.
Diablo motherfucking 3!
Yeah.
So this next game is so weird.
It's weird, but the thing is, I'm not surprised considering who made it.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
I know what you're saying, but it was just like, I had such mixed feelings playing it. It was such a weird... So it's American McGee's Grimm.
Grimm, yeah. And it's a platformer, I think. Right? It's sort of a game-ish.
Yeah. There are occasional game-like elements.
Game-like elements.
Few and far between.
I see a little Katamari.
Yeah.
Ish, right?
Yeah.
There's a little bit of Okami in there.
Yeah.
Reverse Okami.
Yeah, there's I don't know what the equivalent would be of. What's that bar game where there's like a picture and you like have to draw a square and it fills part of it in. You're like avoiding
Quicks.
It's like Quicks, a little bit of Quicks.
Gal's Panic, where you draw the boxes
and the naked girls
pop up. Yes.
If only.
Yeah.
So the whole background story is American McGee's Grimm. This guy wants to go and rewrite all of Grimm's fairy tales.
I don't know if he about rewrite, almost like yeah, I guess rewrite.
He wants to make a bunch of fairy tales dark.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that they're cheerful. He wants to go teach people a lesson.
So the original Grimm fairy tales were all
pretty
really fucking dark. So, but you're Grimm, you play Grimm, and you kind of go through the idea of all the different fairy tales, and you make them look really nasty because they're all Tweety birds and all this stuff. Yeah. But the whole concept of you just walk around the level and things turn dark around.
That's it.
And you butt stomp.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that.
Butt stomp.
It's very important.
And it was just like I'm a big fan of Juvenile. I am a huge fan of like poop jokes and gunt jokes, pissing jokes, but the fact that every time you stopped, he would just whip his dick out and a big urine stream would just start flowing out. Even I thought that was a little weird. It
was like too much?
It was just pointless. Like, I don't mind too much. It was just kind of
there's apparently a gameplay element where
you can see you can see where you're going to jump.
Is that what it is?
He said where your pee is landing is where you're going to jump.
Oh, because I jumped and I'm like, so basically it's for the platforming element.
Yeah.
But you have to use your pee radar of sorts to... Right?
It's true.
I mean, it's the very first time that you use urine as a gameplay concept.
Maybe it's pee sonar.
Pinar.
Pinar.
That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so like you do that, they have a lot of juvenile humor. The thing is, when I was first playing the first level, I'm like, this is kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
Right? Because you get kind of close to like this pumpkin, and then it would turn to this real evil fucking looking jack-o'-lantern.
Right, and that was the interesting part of it, is that as you walked around, everything changed. Like there's platforms where people would be standing on them, and they would fall away and they would hang themselves.
Absolutely.
The graphical side of it was wonderful. It was really enjoyable to watch.
The art design is great, and that's the thing. I think American McGee is all about art design, except he doesn't pair himself with anybody that can make a real game. Do you remember Bad Day LA?
Yeah.
My God. Okay,
in my nightmares, I remember Bad Day LA.
That game, American McGee's Bad Day LA, was terrible.
Oh, my goodness.
And Alice, which was actually kind of decent. Do you remember?
Alice was okay.
Was okay, but it still was like, as far as like gameplay, platforming, it was like kind of.
But it was the best of the ones I've played. Alice is still kind of the best.
And it was his first one.
So
I don't know what the deal is, but the thing is, like. Go ahead.
So literally the game is you run around and make the level darker and darker. The more dark it is, it fills up a thing at the top, and then once it gets to be like stinky, smelly, shitty, fucky,
Yeah, whatever. Spoogy, whatever.
It's just like fucking Courtney Love's vagina.
Ooh,
that's like the top level. That's like way.
Lindsay Lohan's?
That's
no,
true.
maybe before Courtney.
Yeah, Courtney Love's vagina is like the 7th level of hell at this point. beat up. But so, but anyway, you fill up this thing, and then once it gets to a certain point, you can get to the next part of the level by going and butt stomping.
Yeah, and that's it. You go walk around. There's the one gameplay element of you have these other characters which go around and clean your shit up.
But they clean at like 1/10 the rate that you make shit dirty.
Exactly. And now that you have to like get stinky enough, or what is it, like foul, like Courtney Love vagina enough.
Yeah.
So you got close to them and you can start to infect them.
Right.
Affect them.
So you just go and you like wrap Courtney Love's vagina around their head, and they suffocate and turn into zombies.
And then all's well.
Yeah.
Right. But
so
there's no game.
There is no game. There's no challenge
fucking game to
at
this.
all.
Maybe if you're a kid that likes the dark stuff, if you're like an emo in training.
Yeah.
Or something, you're 12 and you're starting to cut yourself or something. Maybe.
If you were like, I mean, if this was a game for children, like if this was for like 7-year-olds, then I would say that maybe that. I mean, like this is literally a talentless, skillless children's game that would teach you how to play games. But for anyone over about 6 years old, there's nothing to do but watch the scenery.
And the scenery is, I think, is interesting enough, but not for us, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be enough. And the thing is, like, GameTap is doing a thing where there are 24 weekly episodes.
Yeah, and we're never going to play it again.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I played the first round, and there were 6 acts of it.
Yeah.
First round is basically you just do that over and over again. And if they do that exact same thing with all 24 episodes, what's the point?
What's the point? I mean, I beat it, right? Did you beat it?
Yeah, I beat it.
Yeah, so I mean, you can beat it in like half an hour.
Yeah.
I will never play that series again because I was like, oh, it's kind of good looking. There's no game.
Yeah, and I like the idea of going around and making things bad. Like Okami did that really well, right?
Yes.
You go and you make things beautiful looking.
Yes.
This is the opposite.
The idea is
Whatever.
cool, right? But there had to have been some skill there.
Something Katamari-esque, like collecting, something harder.
And or have the enemies that are cleaning things be harder.
Yeah.
You have to fight them, do something. But
yeah, and didn't you like find the hints annoying? Like no matter what you would do, even if after you finish the level really quickly or whatever, it's just like you need to do this, make this stinky, and it was just so
it's so
easy.
obvious.
I know.
Like, why are you giving hints on a game that requires no skill? It's like you wake up in the morning, it's like, put on your shoes, brush your teeth, take a poo.
You know, sometimes that's hard. I don't know.
So fuck this game. Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people.
So this is on Wiiware.
Yeah.
This is a new game from Telltale. They also did Sam & Max. They did...
WiiWare and PC.
Oh, on PC, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You played it on PC.
I played on PC. So
you like Strong Bad.
I love Strong Bad. I love the comics. So this is...
Pause.
So the funny thing is there's nothing wrong with this game. When we played Sam & Max, where like the jokes weren't funny, we didn't enjoy the experience. The clues were silly, whatever.
Yeah,
so this
adventure game was,
is the same idea. It's an adventure game. You go around, you collect things, use your bucket of items with other items.
Yeah.
The dialogue is all really funny. Like
it's probably written by the Homestar.
It's written by the Homestar Runner guys. They got all the right voices. They did all of it. You explore, you find all the different areas. It's just like if you're a big fan of Homestar Runner, you'll enjoy it.
You are.
I am, but I don't like those games anymore.
So you're saying like the whole adventure game aspect of using one inventory on another one, you're just
I'm done. Because I mean, I played the game for a couple hours, and it's just finally I got to the point where I had my inventory full of 17 items, and I'm trying to figure out what to do next. I'm going to this house, use, nothing happens. Go to this house.
Clue as far as like you should be using this item with this?
No.
Or, so the puzzles also were like.
Yeah, they were a little. I mean.
Too bad.
It's the same thing with adventure games that always happens, which is if you make it very obvious what you're going to do next, the game would be too easy.
Yeah.
But then you just get to the point where you're like, oh, I have to use the elephant balls with the blender because Strong Sad needs a protein shake.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
right? Absolutely.
They always make sense in retrospect. You do the clue, and it makes something interesting happen.
But here's the thing. I mean, if you look back at the old LucasArts games, like the Monkey Island games and all that, the puzzles were not nonsensical. You would actually do the puzzle and be like, this little click thing would happen in your back of your head, and you're like, that's right! I need to do that.
Sometimes, right?
But not predominantly.
Yeah,
not from
you're
start
right.
to finish.
You're right.
And the puzzles were clever. There was a lot of good humor.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with a game like Harvey Birdman, remember, where it's a very similar concept. The dialogue saved it for me.
Right.
I mean, I played for much longer than I normally would have.
Yeah.
But
the mechanics still kill it for you, though, right? I mean, like you still get to the point where you don't want to play any more Harvey Birdman.
Yeah, I did stop eventually.
You stop eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, like the art and the dialogue can only pull you so far, and then you finally realize that you're still playing an adventure game. And you're just like, God damn it!
That's not enough for it.
It's not. I don't like those games. So I'm done with that. There's other genres that I enjoy. I think adventure's dead to me.
I'm feel kind of sad too because Telltale is really getting really good at taking external licenses and making adventure games out of it. They're good at doing it often, right? So they have Strong Bad, they have Sam & Max. They just got Wallace and Gromit.
Oh shit!
But it's going to be an
the same
adventure
thing.
game, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, can't you make a platformer? Can't you make a RPG? Can't you make something else that isn't just a point-and-click adventure?
Yep. Because the point-and-click adventure, I mean, like they're figuring out how to monetize. I mean, there must be still people out there that just love these games that just buy it up every time.
But it's niche.
Yeah.
It's super niche.
Yeah. So like they've got their machine and they can spit them out now. They can just buy up franchises, spit out games, but we're not going to like any of them because they're just not our style.
Yeah, they don't bring anything new to the table, and we're all about gameplay. So too bad.
Sorry, thumbs down.
Now, at least we'll talk about one good game.
I know. So following up
Christ.
our shit fest of kind of crapping on every game. I mean, so sorry. Just to be fair about Strong Bad, if you really like these adventure games, go play this one. You'll probably enjoy it.
It's a good example of it.
Yeah, I'm giving a thumbs down because I didn't enjoy it personally, but it's a well done game.
So if you compare it to say Sam & Max, it's actually
way better.
Way better.
Way better.
That's good to know. All right. Okay, so Geometry Wars 2 Retro Evolved.
Fucking hell,
dude! You did not like the first one. What
I
liked
happened?
it.
I liked it for like 45 minutes, right? I played. I'm like, that's pretty cool, haha. And I looked up, and your score was 11 billion. And I was just like, it didn't grab me.
But this game,
holy crap!
What?
It is the shit.
Why?
You tell me, man. You're a bigger fan than me.
All right, fucking Geometry Wars 2. Okay, so I played all the other ones too. I played Geometry War Galaxies. I played all of the different ones. This one got everything perfect. All they did was give you 6 modes. That's it.
Yeah.
6 modes.
Well, all they did, but I mean, like that's 6 more modes than the first one, right? Like, I mean,
But Geometry War Galaxy had like galaxies, where every world was a different mode.
Okay,
right?
gotcha.
And it was almost too much because you couldn't really like feel affinity with any of them, but 6 is a much better number.
Oh, it's perfect.
So you get 6 different modes. Like one is like Deadline, which is probably one of my favorite ones. You only get 3 minutes.
3 minutes
to start,
and you get infinite lives.
Yeah, whatever.
So infinite lives, 3 minutes. Go for it.
And it's just like Pac-Man Championship Edition for me, because that's that feeling where you're just basically tuning to get higher scores. And the thing is, that score is the only score that shows up in Xbox Live when you go to the game. You saw
Deadline's the only one?
You see Friends Leaderboard?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So people are really going to be like, you got to polish on. So
that's right.
And they added a couple new gaming elements too, where it's not just the flying around shooting. No. There's geoms. Changes the entire game. Changes the entire game.
How was it before in Geometry Wars 1? Do you remember?
So it was the longer you lasted. Did you pick shit up? It was the longer you lasted, the bigger multiplier.
So you would basically kill a bunch of guys, and then if you killed a certain number, your multiplier would go up, and you keep on doing that. But the moment you died, it go back down to 1.
Went back down to 1.
Which kind of sucked.
It did. It sucked. I mean, like it was this kind of disproportionate thing where when you would die, you knew that you were screwed, right? The whole level's fucked because your score went down to 0.
Yeah.
But this, you get these multipliers. Like everything that dies, it drops these little dots, and you go and you have to pick them up, and it adds your multiplier. When you die, you don't lose it.
Yes.
Which helps me not get frustrated.
Really?
Right, because
they didn't take away anything from you. Because the thing, if you look at it, right, the same effect is the same. Because since if you stay alive longer, you get to collect more geoms, you collect basically a bigger, multiplier.
Yep.
The fact that they don't take it away from you, that's the difference.
Well, it's one of the many, right? I mean, like I'm just saying that like everything that they did, I love.
Like no frustration. They
they don't make me angry, and it also changes though. Like before, the entire game was just run the fuck away, run away, and now it's like run away. And by the way, if all you do is run away and don't collect those geoms, your score's gonna suck.
Yes,
like absolutely. I can play twice as good as you, and I don't pick up any geoms, and your score will be like 10 times.
Yeah, because it's very important.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it changes your strategy before, because like you're saying, you were running away, but now I have to get to the point where I like get a big group of guys behind me, and then I would go back and shoot them and dive through them, which is much riskier, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like after all that we've said so far about it, the most important thing that they did with this game.
What's up?
High score modes for every player right when you go into the game.
Right when you play.
Against your friends.
Yes.
Just your friends, too.
Yes.
Oh, it's
perfect.
Genius.
Because before, you always had to leave the game, go back out to the Xbox dashboard, and wait for the timer to go so that it starts to display and show you like your top 4 friends.
Well, no, sometimes it would just show you with everybody else. And you had to click another button to go to your friends list. You know what I mean?
Yep. So built right into the game, you look at the thing, and it's like hit Y for the leaderboard. Blow.
Well, not even that. You're picking the game modes. Like you said, I want to play Deadline. You click. But then every game mode has 6 players and where you stand.
Yeah.
Right there, right?
I mean, you can look at the whole list right from there, too. I mean, I'm just saying, like, they made it so easy. Yeah. So if you're on there, if you hit Y, because I'm looking at the bottom,
I don't have to do that. I'm at the top, so I'm like, I don't need to see who's below me.
God damn you. So I'm just like, I'm like at the very bottom where it's just like, you, someone's grandma, a rock, whatever, and I like hit the button, I'm like looking way up at the top, like, there's Yuzo and Veritas, there's all the guys that are good, I'm like, ah. Yeah.
But the thing is, do you have at least a few friends on your friend list that are pretty close to you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not on the bottom of any list. I'm ahead of like 3 or 4 people on every game.
Isn't it
mode.
nice?
It is.
So you need to start dialogues, dude, because that's what's killing this. I mean, making this game so awesome for me.
But the crazy thing is while you're playing, in the top right is the next guy above you. It's awesome. So to be like, you've got 1.2 million, it's right above you. It's like Yuzo has 1.4 million or whatever, and it's just like, I'm like, oh motherfucker, I'm coming for that shit. It's like like they put the competition first and foremost,
and
right in your face.
And that's this game is about. So speaking about the competition, it's just like we'd be playing, right? So I'm at the top of leaderboards and like getting back. It's me, Captain Twig, a guy named Red Marlboro, and Veritas, and like all these guys. And the thing is, I'm playing the game and I'm like doing pretty well, and I beat him. Right? Or I beat him and then just fucking I send him a message. I go, by the way, I just got 13.5 million on deadline. Your turn. And then but the thing is, like, and that's hilarious, right? The next day, I'll get a message back saying, oh, well, 14. What?
Nice. So he's just as anal and competitive as you.
Yes.
So it's going to kill you.
Yes.
You're just going to like never sleep again.
Every day I come and check and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
I look at my message and it's just,
But how awesome is it that we started the Noob Tube community and now all these people can go and add each other to their friends list and like you get this built-in community, right? Like because before you and I would play and we'd probably play and it'd be like me and you on our friends list
basically,
and you'd beat me and I'd quit.
Yeah, and it'd be no fun. I'd be just like, come on, where is it?
Right.
And like I would get joined
now we met all these great people through Noob Tube, and now any game you play, you can just hop on and get this immediate. And like it's not just us. Yeah. Anybody in the community can go to our wiki, add other people to their friends list, and you can have people to play with 24/7 anytime you want.
You can fill your friends list. You can fill your leaderboards. I mean, at my point now, I have at least about maybe 15 or 20 people that I am competing with.
Yes.
At this point, I'm waiting for some. Right now, it's just those 3 that we're doing back and forth. I'm looking for that.
Step it up.
That hidden challenger, right? That's going to come and just say what and just blow everybody away. You know what I mean?
Who's that one guy that like has like 140 million and something? You said it's just like,
that was Veritas. So
Veritas.
So I'm at like
spanking shit
in pacifism, right? I'm like, I got 32. This is great. Right? And I look up and I'm like, 125. And I went, okay, I'm going to try it. I got 64, which is like half his score. And I'm like, I'm going to work on another mode for a little bit.
So pacifism is actually a really interesting mode to talk about because it's got a couple Easter eggs plus the gameplay. So there's
don't all of them have Easter eggs?
Well, I meant like the wax on, wax off.
Oh, the achievements you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, like achievements, but they're not obvious.
Do you know about the
right?
Easter egg?
No.
Okay, well, so I'll tell you about that later. So
I was just going to say pacifism is cool because before you just ran away like a little coward. It got kind of old. This one, pacifism, you don't get to shoot full stop. There's no shooting at all, but there's these gates. You fly through the gate, it explodes, and it kills people. And that's it. You're just running the fuck away from people, hitting gates, blowing shit up, and you can chain gates. You hit gate. It's like boom, 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 boom. Like, but then if you run along the wall...
It marks the wall.
It marks the wall, and you have to make a full circuit, and you get wax on. And if you do 2 full circuits, it's wax off.
And it's hard.
Hard as shit. Wax off is hard. Wax
on really easy, but it took me like probably half an hour, 45 minutes.
You got wax off?
Yeah.
Nice.
It took a long time. Because the thing is, I was getting like 97% like all the time, and I'm like, there's like basically all blue, and I see this little dot over there. I'm like, oh,
it's hard as fuck.
Over there. But
so tell me about the Easter eggs, dude. What's up with that?
So the Easter egg is, I don't remember the exact controls, but it's on Kotaku or Joystick or something like that.
Yeah.
But you would be playing, and if you hit pause, you can do a button combination and then turn it 3D. Where you go, so you're looking at flat, right? All of a sudden you can change the camera and go woo, like that. I haven't tried it yet. I just saw it online.
All right, we gotta try that shit.
We gotta try that shit.
So the other thing that we haven't done yet, which I wish we'd gotten a chance to do before we reviewed it, is the in-person co-op.
Oh, that's right, because there's 4 players
now. You can't
now.
do online co-op.
I know, but
I've read a couple reviews online that say that this is the first time they've ever seen a serious gamer party game.
Oh really? Oh, that was whatchamacallit? That was
Penny Arcade. That's right. It's Penny Arcade. But they said that like this is the first time in their entire life they've ever seen a game where you get 4 hardcore gamers in a room as a party game, get some beers, do whatever.
And it's just it works.
And it works. It's not Mario Party fucking bullshit. Like
we should get it for work, man.
Yeah.
We should totally. So because I heard like there's this weird mode where like you play and then when one person dies, like depending on your score,
you get a chance to catch them,
catch up to them. And I'm like, wow.
So you play these modes where it's like if you die and you're ahead, the other guy gets to play for the rest of his life and try and catch you. So it's not just lasting.
You, right?
To beat your score.
Oh, beat your score.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's not just lasting longer, getting the higher score. It's skill.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's what apparently makes it just a bomb.
Yeah. So I'm really excited. We need to play this locally if we can.
So anyway, obviously thumbs up as we fucking talk like schoolgirls talking about James Dean for 10 minutes. But
but the thing is they made it $10. Which I'm okay with, actually.
I'm all right with that.
I'm okay with. If they made it 15, I would have been a little pissed off.
I would have been mad. I seriously, I think $10.
I'm like, all right.
They earned every penny.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what?
What?
There's the Penny Arcade game was
$20? Yeah.
Geometry Wars 2.
You can buy 2 copies of that.
Bring down the price.
I think they did on the PC version.
God.
Oh, but the other thing too, I heard rumors that, and I don't think they announced it, but Castle Crashers might be more than.
Shut up.
But they well, here's the thing. So somebody got a hold of some news saying it's going to be $22.50, right? But then Castle Crashers says no, don't ignore that. You will be happy with the price, is what they said.
It's going to be $20.
You think so?
Yeah.
So I was talking to one of the developers at Comic-Con, and I was like, going, dude, I love this game. When's it coming out? Blah, 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 right? So it's like, I told him to his face, like, I'll pay $15. It'll be okay. But if you make it $20, I'll still pay it, but I'll be really mad. And he's like, we didn't announce it, but you'll be happy.
Oh, so $15 maybe.
Well, maybe.
You heard it here first. Breaking news.
But he was all like, no, don't announce
NooB Tube
anything.
exclusive.
Blah, blah, blah.
This guy that talked to Yuzo.
Some guy.
Yeah, we know his name. His name is Mike Johnson, and he spilled all the news.
Yes, $15. No, $17.50.
Yeah.
Woo!
So,
all right.
very cool. That game made me so happy.
Yes.
So next up.
Not only that, you got your woman to play.
Yes, we forgot to mention that.
I
so
know.
Adrian liked the first one quite a bit, but this one she's like obsessed. So she and I'll sit back on the couch, and like I'll play and I'll die and I'll hand it to her and she'll play and like we actually pass back and
why
forth.
Why aren't you guys doing the co-op mode? Hello.
Oh my god, I'm stupid.
Wow.
I'm so fucking dumb.
You got her into it. There's a local co-op.
God damn it.
Okay, so tonight.
You know why? Because it never even occurs to me to play co-op because like she games that infrequently.
And the fact that you're sitting on the couch playing together.
I'm dumb. This makes me dumb. This right here,
it's
dumb.
The line.
It's liquid dumb.
So tonight you will come back and tell us how it is playing with your wife.
Absolutely, I will definitely play with Adrian now that you undumbed me. God damn it.
It's awesome.
All right, let's move on. That makes me embarrassed. So,
but new releases. Jesus.
A bunch of crap. Except.
Maybe let's talk about that at the end. Maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So let's do the crap.
Splatterhouse 2
looks like crap.
But
it looks like crap. Sorry.
Come on, it's a Wiiware game, or it's a virtual console / Wiiware game, and you download it. It's kind of old school. You're Jason-esque. You have a Cop King mask, and you're killing aliens. Or
obviously,
zombies.
Yeah, rip off of.
It's a brawler. Like, what was that game that you said it looked like?
Well, I said it sounded exactly like Golden Axe.
It sounded like
it's like everything's like done through just kind of weird noises.
Like a 3-bit sound.
Yeah, as I just blew out the eardrums of everybody on NooB Tube. So it just looks old school and crappy. It doesn't look fun to me. It's just you're like kind of fighting shit. You're dying all the time.
I have memories of this game though. I remember really enjoying being scared of this game.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was just.
Okay.
I mean, it was really gross. There was all these guts everywhere.
Splatterhouse 1 or 2. Are you sure it was this one?
It might have been 1 actually.
on what did you play it on?
I played on arcade. Well, I was telling you about it, right? So I was playing it for some reason carnivals would be the only state fairs.
Yeah.
It'd be the only place I remember playing really scary games. So this Splatterhouse is the only place Carnival's the only place I saw that. And there was that other. Do you remember the bow shooter game Crossbow? No. It was like a game in the arcades.
Yes.
There was a bunch of them, right?
Yes.
There was a scarier one called Torture House or something like that.
Hellbow.
Hellbow. No, but
Death Face.
But you would be shooting every screen would be a torture room. And then basically you'd have this guillotine, you would shoot it and it would chop somebody's head off.
Yeah.
Somebody in the Iron Maiden, you'd shoot it and go.
It'd be like somebody chained down, and you turn on you hit it, and the TV comes on its Full House.
Yeah. No! They had their eyes glued open.
No more Bob Saget!
So there was all that. But it was that's the thing. It's I could only play those games at carnivals where all these fucking scary-ass carnies were walking around. You know what I mean?
So you couldn't tell if you're scared of the game or the bearded lady rubbing you?
I don't want to remember those times. But yeah, no, I mean, just I have memories of this game, and I remember it being really cool. But I looked at the videos, and I was just I don't think I could play this game anymore.
No, it doesn't look good.
Nah, it's too bad. Okay,
you are gonna play Wiggity what?
Hold on, I can pop lock. Can you pop lock?
No, of course not.
Popping and locking. B-Boy. This is a game on the brand new system.
Yeah, it's a cutting edge PS2.
Mm-hmm.
2. We didn't say 3.
No.
We said 2.
It's a dancing game, a hip hop dancing game.
Yes, competitive Hip hop dance.
Yeah, so you're a b-boy. What is
You
the
are.
B? I always thought the b-boy was short for basketball. You called basketball people b-boys.
Beat boy,
Breaking
boys? Boy.
We're gonna look really
beat
stupid
boy.
right now.
Yeah, I don't know. We have no street cred.
No whatsoever. Our hipness quotient is gone. But yeah, so you're a b-boy, and then you're going around playing different things. And
Yeah.
And do you remember that game, Bust a Move? Not the ball shooting game, but the dancing game.
No.
It was one of the first rhythm games. It came out before Parappa the Rapper. It came out before all these.
No
ones.
shit.
Yeah, so you would go, and I think it was a Japanese import, but they actually brought it here to the U.S. And you would just see a dancer, and they'd be going like this, and basically you'd hit the button to the time, and then that's all you do. Just hit the button to the time, and then they do different moves.
Okay.
And you'd get scored.
Yeah.
And it'd have J-pop in the background.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, so it reminded me
These
of
days
that.
it sounds boring, but that was probably really innovative back in the day.
No, it was really boring.
Soundtrack
was good.
But this looks boring as shit.
Yeah, but the animation was really good looking
For
considering.
a PS2, like you were showing it to me, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll rent it for Xbox, check it out. And then you're like PS2. I was like, what? That looks really good. Like the moves look all fluid. They're doing their kind of spin on their back and doing the dance moves.
If it wasn't on PS2, I'd actually think about considering renting it and just playing it just to see how bad it
So
could
there's
be.
like circular dots flowing around you as you're dancing, and it looks like you got to hit some buttons to the beat, and it makes them do. And there's
and
probably
if you fuck
like
up, there's like this
sort of
weird scratching
it's
sound.
Like, it's like when I'm playing guitar here. It's like ping pong ping
Basically,
pong ping pong. But there's got to be a freestyle element to it where it's like you're probably hitting the buttons to time, but you're able to hit the shoulder buttons.
Because it didn't seem like it was like a Tony Hawk thing where you were like doing your different directions where you would say like instead of pop fly 50 or like grind 50-50 or whatever, it was the robot or
there's got to be some
dance,
special.
right?
I mean, like
Cabbage
it wouldn't be a game if all you were doing was hitting 4 buttons. There's got to be some special.
Have you seen some PS2 games?
That's true.
I mean, come on.
That's true. But anyway, this game looks stupid.
Yeah, it looks stupid, but it's just like this is the week, dude.
Yeah, we're just giving you context as to why we're not playing any good games because, oh my goodness.
But the last one actually looks really good.
So it's like every week we get one good game. This week was Geometry Wars 2. This next week, Braid.
It looks really
came out last
good.
night, actually. We haven't played it yet.
I haven't gotten it yet.
So we're going to get this tonight. But Braid, wow.
Yeah. So what is it? So it seems to me like it's a platformer.
It's a platformer.
It's a center and it looks really good.
It's like a collecty platformer.
You're collecting puzzle pieces. To do your puzzles. And there's like that little element at the end or something like that where it's very Professor Layton, right? You would grab the puzzle piece, you would rotate it, and all that kind of stuff.
But the hook.
Yeah.
Time control.
Yeah.
So, for example, there's a switch in a platform, and the switch makes the platform go up and down, right?
Yeah.
So you run up and grab the switch and pull it. And then you can't get on the platform. You're fucked, right?
Yeah.
Wrong. You hit reverse time.
And you would follow your path back.
Run backwards, and then the one version of you runs and grabs the switch. The other version of you hops on the fucking platform.
Gotcha.
So it's like...
It reminds me of that one game, Cursor Times 10. Remember that, where you'd have all these different cursors? And
yes, we recommended that on the show.
The Flash game. It was really awesome. But not only that, it's like they made it where it's really painless because, with platformers, you would jump off, you would die. Yeah. You have to go back to your checkpoint.
Like Mega Man.
Like Mega Man. Like most platformers,
die. Right?
Yeah, but this one, it's like you die, you're just like, oh, let me hit the button. You go back to thing.
Yeah.
No pain whatsoever.
No pain. Which actually a little bit reminds me of what we've seen of Prince of Persia, the new Prince of Persia.
But also the original Prince of Persia Sands of Time. Remember, you'd have your Sands of Time, and then you would go backwards.
So people are kind of getting this thing where what they want to do is they want to practice until they get it right. They don't want to be punished and slapped in the face with a dick. You
don't have to. I think it could still be fun if you don't really make it too painful.
Yeah, it's like you don't want somebody standing over you like here's a game, enjoy it, and you're like, oh, you fucked up, fuck you. It's just like just dick slapping, just whatever.
But when we were kids,
that's all it was. That's all it was.
Like,
you play a Sierra game,
right?
Play a Sierra game, they're like, you see a room, they're like, oh, there's an apple. You pick up the apple. A hammer falls out of the sky and fucking kills you. You're dead.
Yeah, so
I hope you save, shithead.
Well, you go into a room and you see a prostitute. You fuck her. You die, right? I mean, it's just...
Yeah. So now they're getting Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, exactly.
Leisure Suit Larry, you'd fuck the prostitute, and if you did it without a condom, you could die like an hour later in the game.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry won.
So they actually had the time element where all of a sudden, like, you keel over.
Yeah, and they're like, you shouldn't have fucked that whore. And you're like, oh my god, that was like an hour ago. Sierra games were mean.
Yeah, they were really, but like they've gotten past that point. Even with the new Prince of Persia, they're like, look, we're not going to make it hard. We're not going to do all this stuff, and it's still.
Oh, they're going to make it hard. They're going to make it frustrating.
Painful.
Yeah,
pretty frustrating. Exactly.
Absolutely. So I mean, this just like talking about it too much is silly because next week that's all we're going to have to talk about.
B-boy, sure.
Well, you can play B-boy. You know what? I'll let you have that one.
Okay.
Because I know that you were a B-boy. You did the cardboard spinning.
Yeah,
you used to
the worm.
The ska B-boy. You were an S-boy. I don't know.
The rude boy.
Yeah. So anyway, Braid looks awesome.
Braid looks awesome. We're also
innovative as shit.
The one other thing we're going to talk about next week is Wrath of the Lich King.
That's right.
We got beta keys.
That's right. We got beta keys for Wrath of the Lich King World of Warcraft expansion. We are going to be playing that this week, and we'll tell you guys our thoughts, and you'll all comment on YouTube that we don't know what we're talking about. We're a bunch of assholes.
You're right.
That like boy anus.
Not about that.
That's not true. I don't.
Okay. All right.
Not anymore.
Okay. So donation thanks. We got some very generous donations recently.
Really generous.
Yeah, well, the first one's Anthony. I want to definitely call out. Thank you very much. It was awesome, but man, the next guy,
we're not going to give dollar amounts, but this guy that wanted us to refer to him only as Cock and Balls.
Thank you, Cock and Balls.
Gave us a huge donation, and like we've said before, the donations go directly back to the community. They buy our wine, they buy our hosting, they buy the forums. And they buy games, which we then give away to you guys.
That's right. We're going to be giving away. Well, we give away one when we talk about in the future. Actually,
yes, so absolutely. So I mean, we give this all back to you. Thank you so much for donating.
That's right. And we're actually going to probably start buying more games now, which is awesome because we're getting all these donations. So if you're interested in donating, go to the front page of the forums, and you'll see little buttons on there with what you can do.
Yeah, please do, please do. And next up, we have another Ask Juice Theater. I swear to God, every week they get better.
I know. It's amazing.
It's unbelievable. This guy's a hero. So first up, Ask Juice Theater, MapleStory.
Hello and welcome to Ash Juice Theater. Today we review MapleStory. MapleStory is a fantasy-based mass multiplayer online platform game. You make a character of one of 4 classes: warrior, mage, archer, or thief. This is a free downloadable game, but you can also get a copy on disc if you purchase the collectible card game. The company that produces MapleStory makes money by selling items for cash in the online store and providing item codes with its tie-in products. There's a word for this type of gameplay, though I can't think of it. Tobin, can you help me out here?
Grindathon.
Ah yes, thank you very much. The quests in this game usually involve you going out into the wilderness to collect a certain amount of monster remains. How do you get these monster remains? By grinding. One interesting thing about this game is the city of Amoria. In Amoria, characters can marry other characters in multiple venues, including a Catholic-style cathedral or a Las Vegas-style chapel complete with a fat Elvis minister. This game is quite pretty, but all that beauty is like icing on a cake made of poo. I give this game a thumbs down. Yow!
Poo cake.
But what kind of icing? Maybe it's really good icing.
It could be. Maybe if it was like carrot cake sour cream frosting on it, it might taste like shit. Maybe.
Well, this reminds me of the analogy we gave back in the day where it's like Angelina Jolie covered in pig shit.
Oh, yeah.
Where you were still interested for some reason.
I was just like, well, it is Angelina Jolie.
Pig shit.
Just kind of wipe off the lips. Yeah.
So... Thank you for that review, man. Like that looks really boring.
That looks really grindy.
But
really,
it looks
really grindy.
It looks interesting. Like the whole idea of it's not just an RPG, but like suddenly there's like Vegas and limousines and weird
weddings. I guess
it's weird. What a strange game that is.
I think that's how kind of all those games are, where you have all these kind of little microtransactions and all. I think your cat wants it.
Yeah, I know.
No, you have microtransactions. You have all this other stuff. It's just like they try to make it this whole world, right? Like it's like Second Life almost.
Yeah, it seems to me like it's like. I'm probably going to make people mad for stereotyping, but it seems to me where it's kind of like a housewifey game, where it's like The Sims or Puzzle Pirates.
Yeah, but this is more collecty, so it seems like more Little Kitty, right? Like where you're always
because kid's not going to have money to buy all that shit, though. I mean, I guess
but you can play it for free, and you don't have to. True. But then if you all of a sudden you get $5 from your mom,
go ask mom and dad. So you're like, I really need this. I need to go marry another 12-year-old girl in this game is very important.
Yeah, well. But yeah, thank you very much, the Bugaboo.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was awesome. So, shoop-de-doop.
Thank you very much for MailToad for putting this together each week. We have a winner for week number 34.
Yes.
I don't know if I like this one.
I really don't.
I should not like it more than you don't like it. It's Noob Tube Gone Wild.
And what is it? Yes.
Yeah, although I must say my rack is pretty good.
It's not bad.
It's not moves.
You got some woobs.
Yeah, woobs. If I had them, I would be at home all day.
It's true. We are very lucky we did not come with a set of built-in fun bags. Our sweater puppies that we were training.
Sweater puppies? Is that what you call them?
Yeah, sure,
gotta feed them, take them for walks.
Nintendo Sweater Puppies Edition.
We need a game cover art for that.
Yes.
Awesome.
Do it. That should be next week's shoot. I want Nintendo Sweater Puppies Edition. So every week, MailToad throws these up, and they're just awesome.
Yes, they're very awesome. They're grabbing all the high-res images now, which is awesome.
Yeah, so they go and he goes and he grabs the nice high-res
300, 400 meg image upload, so that's awesome.
Very cool.
Of course, we also have the Noob Tube Member of the Week. Thank you very much, Ash Gunner, for setting it up. I very much agree with the winner this week.
I do too. So Search won this week, and that was episode 101, was it? That we did the Search
I believe
intro?
it was 101 or 102.
101 and 102, we did the Search intro with the Fuck You song by Real Big Fish.
That
is seriously one of the greatest kind of tribute videos that anyone has ever made for Noob Tube. I mean, like, the timing of all the words, all the clips that he got.
All the little in-jokes and everything. It was amazing. So Search, you are well-deserved. And not only that, this was a special week where the winner would get GTA 4.
Yes. So congratulations, Search. You just won GTA 4. Like we were just talking about with the donations. You guys donated. We bought GTA 4. We reviewed it.
Yep.
We're giving away a Search.
That's what we do. But we'll do it.
Yep.
You'll expect it soon in a few 5 weeks.
Very soon.
So. Yes. Okay.
As soon as I get to the post office.
New merchandise. We
have.
This is it. Thank you.
We talked about it and talked about it.
So much. Yeah.
So for PAX, we want everyone to grab a T-shirt with Noob Tube on it.
Yes. Ideally, we were trying to get everybody to get the black T-shirt, the plain black T-shirt. And we had to go with Zazzle, unfortunately, but because we looked everywhere and all this stuff. But we have it set up, and we also have a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. So we put up all sorts of stuff. We set it so that we basically put it as cheap as you can get on Zazzle. Like they let you take a big profit. We set it down to absolute minimum. Like we didn't want to take any money off this. So what we did is we put up black and white T-shirts. The white T-shirts aren't as cool, sadly.
No, but they're $5 cheaper.
$5 cheaper. So if you want to save some cash, and I made one special one that says PAX Invasion 08, and one just says Noob Tube Plain. Yeah. And then there's some stickers, there's some buttons.
Some buttons. But the cool thing about Zazzle, too, is like you can go and you can actually customize it. So if you have the Noob Tube logo itself, and you want to add a bunch of other stuff, if you look at the official Noob Tube shirt winner, you can actually recreate that shirt now.
That's right.
Like we couldn't, right? Because it was just going to be too much money. But you can do whatever you want. You can add your name on the back. You can do everything for a few more bucks.
Yep. So and not only that, if you don't like the shirt colors, like you take the black shirt, it has the Noob Tube logo, you're like, I want it in pink or blue or gray, whatever. You can just switch to anything you want.
One recommendation.
What's that?
Don't get the fitted shirt.
That's right. That's right.
Don't.
You look like a man toy. You got the fitted shirt like a
like,
large, and it was just
like,
hello.
Yeah, so I could have gone to the Castro, and then I would have been picked up immediately.
Yeah, you could have paid for that shirt with your ass.
With my candy ass.
So probably if you get a fitted shirt, you better have like a lithe little boy body like sloth.
Yes, exactly.
Or just get a normally fitted shirt. Is what we recommend.
But you can make a ringer tee. You can do whatever you want. You can, and not only that, you can make women's tees as well.
Yes, women's tees.
So baby tees.
So anyway, go get a shirt. Get a shirt that says Noob Tube on it, so we can all meet up at PAX. Everyone will just recognize each other walking around. We'll all have it on the shirt. It's gonna be fucking sweet.
Absolutely, and don't forget the Kickle Bling.
Kickle Bling. Everyone must
Very
have.
important.
New admins.
Yeah,
this is exciting.
Yeah, so it's been a while. So we had a bunch of admins when we created the new mods back earlier in the year.
That's right.
And a couple of the mods have been doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
So I think congratulations go out to Quag and Magenta for doing a great job, and then they're taking the admin by storm, like the whole role itself. They're like reconfiguring stuff.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So thank you very much for all the support.
Yeah, and let this be a reminder to you guys that we recognize and reward performance. So if you come to the forums, if you really contribute, you put together contests, you help around the wiki, anywhere, we keep an eye out for that. If you guys really perform, we make you an admin, we make you a mod. I mean, like, this is the kind of thing that we reward in the community because the community is because of you guys.
Yeah, and it's not a status thing. We don't actually do it just so, we reward people on that. No. Basically, if you do stuff, right, if you actually go and do all this work, then it's just like, look, we're going to give you the power to do more for the community. So
this next one is very exciting for you.
Yes. Why not for you?
Well, because you're actually going to win.
I don't know. So it's the Geometry Wars 2 High Score Challenge.
Yes.
Sunflower put it up on our events list, so go check it out. Go sign up, put your gamer tag there, and everybody will just add you immediately.
Yes. So that's the big thing, is you just get all the other Noob Tubers that are really interested in Geometry Wars 2, and it's just this fucking fight to the death, clawing each other by like 1 or 2 points. Could you...
I think the cat wants in.
Sorry, we have the cat making lots of noise. So
we're breaking the fourth wall. Yeah.
Breaking the fourth wall. There's other people that exist.
Wander around. Yes, what were we saying?
So Geometry Wars.
Can you imagine the heart attacks people? It's like, hand, like, that's hilarious.
Oh my god, it's a girl.
But no, the high score challenge. You know what the thing is? So what I've done is I've cleared out my friends list for all people that haven't been there in a while.
Good idea.
I am only adding people right now that send me a friend request and then have Geometry Wars as their last played game.
That's awesome.
You should do the same actually, because people
should.
have been trying to. But the thing is, like, I want a lot of people involved.
That's great. So you have a list of like 100 people just playing Geometry Wars. That's
up to there, yeah, definitely. So yeah,
fucking sweet. So come on, and then everybody can like post their scores and shit on the wiki too. So
yeah, and it's a good. And the thing is, like, you don't even have to like win. The awesome thing is, once you have a bunch of people on your friends list, you just have the next person on top.
Yeah.
So you have Tobin. He's not going to beat you. You can just basically beat him and say, "I beat Tobin."
I might beat you.
Maybe.
Or maybe Adrian,
maybe your wife
Adrian
will
will be like, I'll get sick of the game, but like you're like, why is Tobin still playing every day? And he beat me. It's like, no, Adrian's probably whooping your ass like a bitch. So,
I just want to do a quick little
Booty.
thing. Yeah, so at Comic-Con, I finally found it. I've been talking about this when I last went to Japan.
Yeah.
But I got a Gloomy bear. Eat your face. So if you look really closely, it's got blood over here. It's got blood on its chest. It's awesome. I love
like
this thing.
It's recurring character. This Gloomy Bear plays this little boy, and then he just fucks his shit up and eats him.
Because he forgets.
Yeah, he forgets that.
And
he gets,
and then he gets really, because he forgets he's a bear, and then he goes and eats Pity, who's a little boy, and then he gets really sad.
Yeah, it's what Winnie the Pooh should have been.
Yes. So I love it.
Hey, Christopher Robin, fuck you! Give me that honey! Oh, bitch! It's like pouring honey over Christopher Robin, eating him. Delicious.
Delicious boy. All right. One other thing.
Bioshock Progress. So I just want to let you guys know I'm still playing.
That's right.
You guys still need to be shaving your heads and burning shit, recording it, sending it in.
I haven't seen any videos yet. Have you?
I know. Hopefully you guys are preparing the videos. Maybe you're waiting until I beat it before you send it in. But seriously, do your shit right now, because I am working on this right now. So
where are you at right now?
I am in the underwater. Well, duh. I fought a Big Daddy. So I'm on this level where the composer guy is like killing
Cohen,
people.
right?
Cohen is like killing people and arranging them all over the place.
That's my favorite level of the game.
It's cool.
It's very cool.
Very, very cool. So I've just been playing the shit out of Bioshock, and I'm really liking it.
Awesome. So there's an achievement. I think I told you about it earlier. This achievement. So
spoiler alert.
There's an achievement that you should do. You might want to look it up, because if you don't do it, you're never going to get it again.
Be pissed. Okay, I'll take a look. I'll go be a jackass and look at like Xbox 360 achievements.
Yes. Okay, so each week we feature audio and video voicemails on the show. If you have a burning question, request a funny story, give us a ring.
Hell yeah. You can also contact us toll-free at 888-233-8480 or send your audio or video.
Video, bitches!
What? Video files to feedback@NooBTooB.com. Also put video response on YouTube, which is fun.
Yes, video questions are preferred, but all questions should be under a minute. If you want to be featured on the show, that means all of you who got cut off in the voicemails.
I love listening. We're actually going to play one this week. Somebody's just like, blah, 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 blah. Cut. 1 minute, son. That's it. That's your limit. And don't forget the yow.
Yow.
So first up, Eastman's got a little video for us.
Oh, yeah. We love videos.
We love them.
Hey, Tobin, Yuzo, Hey guys, Eastman here with my gas mask. I bought this because the smell of all the shitty Wii games was, really getting to me. When are we gonna see some real Wii games coming out, okay? Like, not this fucking, like, bullshit with all these mini games. I want, like, a long game, good gameplay, graphics. It's the Wii, so, whatever. Yuzo, you mentioned, the Force Unleashed, which I've seen videos of that, and that looks really cool, but is that my only hope for a good Wii game this year? Yow.
Yeah.
Such a sad yow. Such a depressed little flaccid yow. It's like, yow.
I don't blame him. I mean, look at this week. What do we got? We got Jack.
Nothing.
Splatterhouse 2.
Nothing.
Some sports game of some sort. Baseball game, I think I remember seeing this week.
Nothing.
So your only hope, right? Your only hope for the Wii is going to be cross-platform games.
Yes, and the interesting thing about cross-platform games is if you own any platform other than the Wii, you're going to play it on the other platform because it's going to look better.
Yeah, see, Force Unleashed, I'm going to play it on the PS3 or the 360.
Of course we will. It's going to look fucking fantastic on the 360 and the Wii, or in the PS3.
And the PS3. But the thing is, like, if you only have a Wii, go play. I mean, there's going to be Rock Band 2 coming out. There's going to be a bunch of games that are going to be also on the Wii. Thing is, though, it ends up being the crappiest version. Like, remember Alone in the Dark? How bad that was? Yeah,
because they just don't have the horsepower. I mean, like, it has to be exclusive Wii games. That's the ones that are awesome. The Marios, the Metroids.
So Nintendo games, actually, right?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, Nintendo, They're doing nothing else. Like, they came out with a new piece of hardware.
The Wii Fit was the last big one.
How many employees do they have that they can't come out with a new fucking Metroid or Mario or
that's the thing. I think
Zelda?
they need all those employees to make their games as good as they are. Because think about it, they are so good at making games.
There was a Zelda at launch.
2 years ago?
Launch was 2 years ago. Make another fucking game.
Yeah,
Damn
I
it!
guess.
Actually, I just want a Metroid. I want you to put every employee you have on Metroid.
They just released Metroid
that was like a year ago.
half a year ago, probably.
It was more than that.
Really?
I think it was.
Okay, but
Anyway,
no, I think
it sucks for us as we owners. This really sucks.
Yeah, I mean, what's the big one, right? Animal Crossing. That's the big one that's coming out.
Not for us.
Pikmin, maybe at some point.
Red Steel 2.
You like Red Steel, don't you?
Fucking yeah. What was it?
Wii Sports 2. Wii Sports Resort.
Vacation.
Yeah.
Crap. Nobody cares. God.
So, yeah, we agree with you. We just say, if you're a gamer, get one of the next-gen systems.
Yeah.
Because that's where all the games are.
There's some fantastic games already out on the Wii. Like, the Wii is a system worth owning because there's probably 10 really awesome games on it.
That's worth it, yeah, definitely.
It's worth it, but then they just never come out with more. Like we've said before, they can't even hear your cries from within their piles of money and hookers. They're just like, la, 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 la. You're like, can I have another game? No.
Like, we don't need to. We can just make crap.
We're fine.
Yes.
Next up is Crazy Joey 12.
Hey, this is Crazy Joey 12 from the forums, and I was just wondering, I play football for my high school, and the Madden 09 is coming out, and I never was a big Madden guy, and I never really liked football games, and I know neither do you guys. Well, I was maybe wondering what kind of game, what would they have to do to a football game to make it fun and something you would enjoy playing? Just throwing it out there. Yow.
Well, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
I think I'd get rid of the ball.
So you take out the football, right?
Probably
add pirates.
Ninjas
And pirates.
We need a lot more experience points and gold.
Gold. There's probably some platforms. Maybe.
Platforming, that's right.
You could hop from
Key
platform to
puzzles.
platform. No uniforms.
No uniforms. No stats.
No stats, really.
No stats.
No voiceover announcers.
Cheerleader stripping wouldn't be bad.
I would play that.
Yeah,
I would play that game.
With a Wiimote would be nice.
Yeah, maybe some Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less football.
Pretty much less football. We could give a fuck about sports games. You can't fix it.
I thought about it a lot. It's like, the reason why we don't like sports games? It's because you need so much more additional information, or you need to watch the sport to actually enjoy the game.
You're right. That's true.
You need metadata. You need to have meta enjoyment about the game to actually do it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, look, this is great because they still have Brett Favre, and he retired and then unretired.
It's got Muhammad Ali in it, and just like, awesome. You know what I mean?
I'd play that.
Yeah. So you like box down other players?
Didn't you kind of like NBA Street? Like,
you played
some of those ones that aren't like the sport at all.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I like NFL Blitz. That was fun.
Is that a recent one? Or you're talking
about
like
in arcades.
Old
in
school?
Arcades.
Yeah.
NFL Blitz. I like NBA Jam.
Okay.
That was a good one. I actually kind of like hockey games. Like, you remember Blades of Steel? The punching?
Yeah.
Right? That was fun, right? 10-yard fight was good. But Tecmo Bowl was fun.
Okay, so those are all old school, right? But I mean, like, it's not like... So the only one that they've come out in the last, 5 years that you played was NBA Street, right?
And I only like that a little bit. I didn't even rent it. I like the trial,
right?
You
played the trial, and we never talked about it again.
No.
Ever.
It's all old school. It's all ones I remember I was playing in the arcades, like Cyberball. Do you remember that?
Which means that if you went back and played them now, you'd probably hate them.
I probably hate them, yes. But is there any sports game that you remember enjoying that you can think of?
That's it. The only game ever is dodgeball.
It's really a sport.
It's more of a sport than anything else. I mean,
that's true. I know one.
What's that?
Whatchamacallit? Rockstar Presents Table Tennis. That was good.
That was actually good.
That is an Olympic sport.
That was actually very good.
That was really good. And the thing is, I think it was so good because they didn't have, table tennis stars with all of their stats or any of that shit.
They made it into a game. They really tuned the gameplay elements to appeal to your love of mechanics. You didn't have to even like ping pong, which I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
To still get into it.
But it was just here's a ball coming, and it's like playing Breakout.
Yeah, right? It's true. It's like ping pong. Exactly.
Yeah,
it's just like Breakout.
You take out the sport from the sport game and turn it into a game, then we're both gonna love it. I think. So.
That's true. It's very true. Next up is Ali SR with some news from the Activision front.
Oh yeah, big news.
Big news.
Hi Noob Tube, this is Ollie_SR from the forums, and I have pretty big news, and it's not really that good. Activision released a list of games that they will be publishing, and it's not what's on the list that necessarily scares me, it's what's off the list. So Activision will not be publishing the 50 Cent game, which now we will never know if it was actually cool, or if it was just the trailer. but it's probably crap anyway. Brutal Legend, as a Psychonaut fan, I am disappointed. And the big mother of all games that I was waiting for, the Ghostbusters video game. That's right, Activision dumped the Ghostbusters video game. This is not cool. You know why? Because EA is probably going to take the project and make it a big brown piece of crap. That is not cool, especially because it's racist.
What?
Wait, what? Did you? I don't think he finished his.
I think that was a reference. I remember there was it was a reference to something like some joke where they said brown crap is racist, but it might be South Park or something. But
gotcha.
So yeah, we heard about this news too, and honestly, Ghostbusters. I don't really care that much about.
We talked about it. It's probably not going to be a great game. It might be okay.
Brutal Legend, though.
Yeah, the thing is, like somebody else is going to pick them up. EA's going to pick it up, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
these games are well in development. Why?
Well, I mean,
who cares?
Because now we don't know, right? Like, it'll probably delay it.
Okay, yeah, it might delay it.
I mean, it's just. But I mean, you've got these games that are so finished that they're showing gameplay videos, and they decide not to distribute it. It's like, what? Why? Like, what is that?
They probably didn't think it would make money.
Yeah.
If you think about it, right? Some of those
games.
It's
a Tim Schafer game.
You're probably right.
It's a pretty safe bet that it's just like me and you will be just like, it's the best game ever. It's like sells 3 copies.
Yes, and it'll be free on GameTap in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Right?
By the way.
What?
No one has any excuse ever again to not beat Psychonauts.
Is it free?
It is free. You sign up for a free account on GameTap. Ooh. Psychonauts is free.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They should be giving us sponsorship money, but they're not. But go there and play the game.
Seriously, go fucking play Psychonauts if you haven't. It's one of the best games ever.
I think you can also play Tomb Raider Legends. Tomb Raider
Yes,
Legends
there's
too,
one of the Tomb Raider games.
One of the Tomb Raiders, yeah. So, but that's the thing. It's just like with these guys. He was talking about EA being like, they'll make it into brown crap or whatever like that. EA's been doing kind of good lately.
Yeah.
Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, that's true.
Mercenaries 2.
Yeah. So they probably won't step in and fuck with it. They basically just gonna have to do a distribution deal with somebody.
And that's what publishers do. Like for me, it's like Activision dropping something. I think the delay is probably a reasonable thing to assume.
Yeah.
That I would be worried about.
But who pays for the development?
Well, it depends. I mean, sometimes they'll go to developers and say, "Okay, here's some money to go and start."
Yeah, because does Activision lose that money if they paid them to develop these games? And
who knows? Right?
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, it's dodgy, right? Because a lot of these companies don't pay themselves to develop it. The developer, the publisher.
Has to do. Yeah, you're right.
So there's got to be some weird shit going on here where it's just like, they're going to still take a cut of the profits, or
I don't know. Well, I think if they choose not to, they probably just cancel the contract and say, look, we paid for up to this development. We're not paying anymore. You figure out your own way around.
God, it's dumb.
But the thing is, like, publishers, all they do is they print the discs, they get it into stores, and they do the advertising.
Right.
They don't affect the game that much for the most part. So I'm not too worried about who.
They might tell you to take out something offensive, and they don't like the gun puncher.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think, like, seriously, like, Brutal Legend will be a different game if it's on EA or Ubisoft or any of the other ones? I don't think so.
No, I guess not.
Like, Tim Schafer is strong enough to say, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm going to make the game I want. I don't care if it doesn't sell money.
I made like 10 games that nobody bought. You can't tell me what to do.
I have power.
I'm Tim Schafer, son. I make great games that nobody plays.
That's right.
Respect.
We got time for the last one? Yeah, probably iffy, huh?
Probably not.
Sorry, Bobo Fire.
Hobo's on fire.
Oh.
All right. That is our show for the week. Check out our website at NooBTooB.com and participate in our forums by clicking on the big forum tab at the top of the page. The forums are awesome.
The forums are awesome. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please click on the big subscription button right over there. There's a little confusion on the yellow or orange part. Also rate this
orange.
Also rate this video with 5 stars by clicking on Tobin's Junk.
They're orange.
That's all. Jaundice? That's all for this episode. I am Yuzo Watanabe.
And I'm Tobin Kazire. Audio engineering for Noob Tube is done by Range. 35 beers for 35 years strunk.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, cheers. Bing. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next week. We're out.
See ya.
Leave room for jokes. More jokes. All right, dude, you pumped?
Yeah, hold on.
Are you really pumped?
Yeah.
Are you super pumped?
Yeah. Do you remember those ads? It's like, oh shit. Okay.
We're burning film.
I know.
All right, you ready?
Yes.